Happy New Year! Happy 2023 with Van Trekking Lifestyle.
We're glad you're here. But you know what? Before we tell you where here is, we need to get rid of some of these clothes.
That feels better.
Yeah, I've been waiting on warm weather. So, in today's little video, we're going to share with you where here is
And how we got here.
and where we're going. By the way, I'm Owen.
And I'm Lynn.
This is Van Trekking Lifestyle, and if you're new here, we're really glad you're part of our journey. And to those of you that have been here since the very first day, thanks a bunch. So where are we?
We're right back where we ended our last trip.
At Huntington Beach State Park. Seems like we come here quite a bit, don't we?
We do, but there's reasons why we do. We love it here is the main reason.
Yeah. And it's really close to my mom, and we always try to wrap a visit to go see her around that. And it's usually really warm weather. There's great food around here, and
It's kind of on the way to a lot of the places that we like to go, especially this year.
if you guys know us, you know we have a Winnebago Echo. That thing is supposed to be 4-season, but we've really struggled with it this winter.
And as you know, this December has been a really, really cold month for all of us. And for some reason, Owen didn't want to winterize the van, even though I ask him about every day.
I thought I could just leave the heat on and it would keep everything warm. But to tell you the truth, that might have been a mistake. So the heating system inside of the Echo had been working flawlessly through the early part of December. But when it got down to its coldest point, it started throwing errors. Now I had gone to top off the propane, and I guess maybe what it was is we had air in the lines or something, but you know, every hour that thing was throwing an error, and so we weren't able to keep it as warm consistently inside as we hoped it would.
But we knew the cold weather was coming, so Owen did do some preparation there. And one of the things that he bought was a thermometer that we could put in different areas in the van, and actually with Bluetooth we could actually monitor those spaces.
Right, so I put a sensor for cold weather in every place that I thought it could freeze. Out in the water fill station, inside of the outside kitchen because there's water there, and I even put one beside of the hot water heater because that thing's susceptible to freezing as well. And there's one inside of the RV. So from inside of the living room where it was warm and toasty, I could monitor all 4 of those spots, and I could see that, wow, all of a sudden it's getting colder than it's supposed to. And I would go outside, and sure enough, it had thrown an error. So those first few nights, I set an alarm every hour, and I got up and I checked the temperatures. Now, a lot of times after the first night, the errors went away, and I could just look at it and say, okay, it's fine, and I went right back to sleep. But there were a few times I had to bundle up with the temperatures 3 degrees above zero. I had to go outside and double check that and work on it for 15 or 20 minutes and get the heat to come back on. Hindsight being 2020, I probably should have just winterized the RV and gotten that done. And Lynn's right about a lot of things whenever she says things like that.
But you know, it's our first year with the Echo. We didn't really know what to expect. We did think that the heat would just stay on and it would keep it warm, kind of like we've done with the Revel in the past.
So if you're relying on propane so much, one of the things I did at first was I just went out and I would take them out and I'd go top them off at Tractor Supply, and you guys have seen us do that in the past. Well, that's kind of crazy. So I ordered some monitors that I could put underneath each one of the tanks, and it would tell me remotely how much percentage-wise is left in each tank. So that really helped a lot.
Right. So we didn't worry so much because, you know, at first we didn't really know how much gas that it was taken to heat it all night long for.
So it turns out about
days.
15% of one tank when the temperatures were 4 and 5 and 6 degrees. We had several days that didn't even get out of freezing like a lot of the rest of the country. I actually then decided that it might be a good idea to go out and let all the water out of the hot water heater and not even worry about having that temperature or having that thing freeze. One thing that happened when I did that, I knew water would probably freeze in front of the van. What I didn't anticipate was, as I was standing there letting the water out, I turned around to leave that water heater and fell down. Why? Not because of the ice, but because my tennis shoes froze to our driveway in just about 15 seconds. It was about that time that we knew, as soon as we finished with giving gifts at Christmas and seeing our family, enough was enough. We were going to push our plans ahead a little bit and head on to warmer weather, which is where you see us now.
It's been a really crazy year for weather. We're not really sure where warm weather is, but we know where it's not.
In the mountains in North Carolina. Before we left to go to someplace warmer, we actually sat down and said, warmer weather is not the only thing we want. What makes us happy? And
we love the water, we love the ocean, and we love being out on the water in any way that we can on our paddle boards or kayaks or whatever. So
we like hiking
and biking
and we like seafood. I know that sounds crazy to pick a place to go because of the food, but if you know me, you know I like doing a happy dance, and I like seafood. It's one of my most favorite things.
And we love being with friends, and we love visiting different state parks.
Can you tell where this is heading?
Yeah.
I know you know. And we had an appointment to get a lift done on our Echo, because one of the things we found out that is lacking is clearance. So we're going to get a lift put on in Jacksonville, Florida. So this winter, instead of heading out west like we decided earlier we would do, we decided it was time to go back to Florida.
And there was another big reason, is in this summer we want to actually try to go to Newfoundland. I know we said that a couple of times. And then driving all the way out west and driving back and then going out to Newfoundland was just too much driving for us in 1 year.
Can you climb the tree, Mag? Give me a kiss. Come here, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, no. Too far, Daddy, too far.
Today's a new day. That's what I hear. Today's a new day of a brand new year. I need resolution. I need resolution to start all over in this new day of this brand new year. This is a new day. Yes, that's what I hear. I need resolution. I do. I need resolution because there's always tomorrow. I know that. You know that I work so hard but need a break.
It's called the octopus tree. Let's go climb on it.
You know that it's just an excuse to keep from falling on my face again.
That's true, don't fall.
You know that this day could be the day. But then again, there's always tomorrow.
We hope today hasn't come across as us complaining about the fact that it's cold or it's been a really nasty winter, and it has so far. But so what was the quote that you said we need to keep in mind this year?
That what you get out of this new year, 2023, has a lot to do with what you put into it.
The word resolution. To be resolute means that you stand firm and trying to make something happen. I think that's a good way for us to look at it as we move forward. Whether you're in a van or a Class A, or you're sleeping in a tent, or however, whatever makes you happy and do a happy dance, be resolute in how you put yourself out there to make the most of 2023. We're going to do that as well, and we're going to share it with you.
And we hope you join us next week as we head further south to Fort McAllister, Georgia.
We're going to end this video today with a look at, well, a place we left, our home, the frozen lake that we were just fishing in a couple weeks ago.
So, my favorite New Year's toast is. So my favorite New Year's toast is to the best year yet. And make sure that you know that our past is our lessons that we've learned. Today is our gift. And the future, I don't know, can't remember. No, I can't remember.
Happy New Year!
Happy 2020.
The bloopers are going to be awesome for this one. Come down, so
Okay.
we're really only worried about the come down part.
Okay.
And then,
But we
when
got to
you-
go up to come down. So.
Yeah. Of course. Look, my lips are getting chapped.
get you some
3,
chapstick.
2, 1. Happy New Year! You were coming in for a kiss.
Are we saying Happy New Year?
Yeah, we're going to say Happy
Okay.
New Year.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! Happy 2023 with Van Trekking Lifestyle.
I need resolution. I always need resolution. To start all over and face this new day of this brand new year. This is a new day. Let me be clear. I need resolution. I need resolution because there's always